Good morning. Today we're talking about a little bit of a public spat which happened recently between two party leaders, Kemi Badenoch of the Tory party and Nigel Farage and a few others from Reform Party. As you know by now, Reform have put up a page, very simple one-page website, which shows the active number of members that Reform have, and trying to show that moment when the membership of Reform goes above that of the Tory party, which is a significant step, to be fair. Once you have more paid members, that kind of shows that one party is on the up while the other one is on decline. This, of course, was met with an interesting reaction from Kemi Badenoch, which she basically accused Nigel of faking things. She said that it's fake. It picks up automatically, and she also said something very interesting. She said they've been watching the backend for days. Now, that statement alone surprised me a little bit. Now, I'm a software engineer by trade. I build things like this on a daily basis. I know how this works. I also had a look at the backend, and when she says backend, let me explain what she means. You can look at the page, at the account page that Reform have. Press F12 in any browser, and then you will see some information. This is called the website tools in any browser, basically, and you can see the calls that are being made, the styles, the visuals, that kind of thing. It's a tool that we software engineers use when we build websites, just to check things, make sure things look all right, stuff like that. But of course, it doesn't show you the backend. The backend of the website is where things happen. So how this works, I can explain very simply. Reform use an application called Nation Builder, and they use it to manage membership. So you can see how many active memberships you have. You can see details about the members. I know because I've used it myself, so I know exactly how it works. And that application, Nation Builder, has you can see the numbers of active members very quickly and very easily. Now, the website that Reform built, which is the count, basically, does one very simple thing. It talks to Nation Builder and says, hey, how many active users do I have right now? And then Nation Builder responds with a number, and then the number gets shown on the page with big digits, because that's the whole point of the website, just to show a number, which comes from Nation Builder. And that's basically all there is to it. Now, of course, we can't see the backend. That would be an unsecure way of doing things. All you can see is the calls being made. Now, Reform have offered to allow an audit to happen, which to me it shows that they're very open about this and they have nothing to hide, which is fair enough. But what interests me is Kemi's reaction. First of all, you don't need days to watch the backend. You can't watch the backend, as I already explained, and you don't need days to figure out how it works. You need about 30 seconds. Anyone with a bit of experience in software engineering, with a couple of months of doing the job, would tell her that's literally all it takes. 30 seconds, less than a minute, to figure out how this works. I mean, I have in less than 30 seconds. Anyone can. So the fact that she's saying the things she's saying, to me, that proves that she doesn't know what she's talking about. But worse than that, which is fair enough, I don't expect her to know things. These are things that software engineers know. But someone is advising her, and that someone is not very good either and does not understand technology either. And that's the interesting bit. So that tells me that there's not a single person in the entire Conservative Party who understands anything about technology and how websites work. That to me is insane. But anyway, that's basically what that is. I think she was ill-advised to speak. And more interestingly, I was watching Nigel Farage this morning. He was on one of those news breakfast things, and he was asked about this. He was also asked what kind of action he will take. Now, he didn't provide an exact answer, but what he said was that we will find out in the next couple of days. Today is Friday, to be more specific, Friday the 27th of December. So something will happen beginning of next week. It wouldn't surprise me to see some sort of lawsuit, maybe, because I think something is definitely coming, which is what it makes me say that Kemi was ill-advised to say what she said. in public. But more importantly, it shows that the establishment are rattled right now. She wouldn't need to spend her time doing this if she didn't care. Yes, Reform have 5 MPs, but the momentum is behind Reform. And everybody knows that, including the 2 major parties, which form the establishment. I call them establishment because they're both the same thing. Tory, Labour, doesn't matter, same thing. They argue among themselves, they're bigger, but when the time comes, they do exactly the same thing and they support the same thing. They're both rattled. Now, Kemi became leader of the party, and she's been trying to change the downfall of this party. Doesn't seem to be working. In fact, it seems to be getting worse, which makes me think that she's probably not going to be in this job for a very long time, because she's, quite frankly, incompetent, and she doesn't have the right values in mind anyway, which is why the British people are not supporting that. I think we're all past the point now where we care about words. The problem the Tory party have right now is people are asking, you talk about these things that Labour are doing, but you've done the same thing while you were in power. You haven't changed anything in 14 years. Why would anyone trust you? You've been lying to us. And that's the point. They have been lying to the British people for 14 years just to get in power. And once they are in power, they do the exact opposite. So that's the problem. That's why they have a huge problem right now. And that's why the momentum is behind Reform, not the Conservatives. In fact, I shouldn't even be calling them Conservatives because they're not, let's be honest. They're not Conservative. They're some sort of crazy liberal Democrats kind of thing. They're not conservative values there. You can't find them anywhere. But it is what it is. So yeah, this is a very interesting online spat. Ill-advised on behalf of Kemi, and I cannot wait to see what Nigel is going to do, because he has options right now. She's made a statement. Nigel and Zia have been quite open, and Zia has shown a screenshot from Nation Builder showing the actual number of members, which is already way above the Tories, which we already knew. So there's nothing fake about this. This is real. Kemi made a mistake, and she will more than likely have to pay the price while swallowing her pride as well. It's just another nail in the Tory coffin. So yeah, I'm going to be watching this. I want to see what's happening. I cannot wait. Beginning of next week, and we'll talk more then. Thank you very much.